Hey guys, hope you're all doing fantastic today. So I want to talk a little bit about arm training, in particular biceps, okay? Everybody wants huge arms, and in particular, everyone wants huge biceps, okay? But there's a lot of people who aren't really doing it as best they could be doing it. It's going to see your bicep progression hindered, okay? So before we go into the movement I want to talk about, let's talk about what the bicep actually does. So I think it's vital that, when trying to progress or develop any muscle, the more we know about that muscle is going to help us tremendously, okay? So the function of the bicep is to accelerate bicep flexion or elbow flexion and decelerate elbow extension, okay? That's function number one. Function number two is supination of the forearm, so turning your wrist so your hand is facing the ceiling, okay? Those are the two functions, and we know that in order to get as much from the movement as possible, the more kind of function we work a muscle into, it's going to see as much, more outcome, okay, and much more from the movement, okay? So those are the two kind of main functions of the bicep. Now that we understand the functions, let's talk about the movement I want to talk about today. I want to talk about an incline dumbbell curl. Okay, so an incline dumbbell curl is a great movement for challenging the bicep in that lengthened range. Okay, why do I say lengthened? Because when we come any further than that mid-range, we lose a lot of tension in the biceps. And I'm a big believer in staying within a range where the tension is constantly on the muscle, as opposed to just going for a full range of motion despite losing a lot of tension. Okay, there's plenty of ways to kind of work a muscle within that full range of motion with equal tension. But I believe that if you're working a muscle within full range of motion, yes, you will see progress, but I'm about being as efficient as possible. And if I lose tension in movement where I know I could do something else to kind of keep tension there, I'm going to do it. Okay, so an incline dumbbell curl is a great movement for challenging the bicep in that lengthened range. Okay, have a look at this next clip coming up, and that's going to go over kind of everything you need to be doing in an incline curl.
So number one, keep your shoulders squeezed back and down as tight as you can. That's going to keep you locked in, keep you nice and stable, and allow you to produce a lot more force and not let your elbows move forward and back, keeping a lot of load on the biceps. Number two, keep everything locked in as tight as you can. So feet on the floor, bum in the bench's crease, and lower back flat on the bench. Okay, when we're stable, we produce a lot more force and we can lift a lot more weight, get a lot more work done by the muscle in question. Number three, like I said before, stay in an active range. So don't let the dumbbell come into that fully squeezed position. Work from the mid into that lengthened range as slow as you can.